One of the dominant characteristics of quilters is that they share. They don't hold their skills or their talents to themselves. You could be a brand new quilter and come to this group and say, I can't figure out, and there would be 10 people respond to you with the desire to help you do your quilting better, to teach you. And they're creative people. And in this group, we go all the way from people who do very traditional things, the typical old patterns, to people who create art quilts, who are masters actually, and nationally known, and designers. And so here in this group, you have the gamut of experience to learn from. Central Oklahoma Quilters Guild has been around from the late 70s. There are still 12 charter members living. Most of them live in this area, and they will be featured at our upcoming quilt show. And they started this guild with education in mind. The 70s were the resurgence of quilting. 70s, early 80s were the resurgence of quilting in this country. Sort of came out of the bicentennial because there were quilt challenges that went out because that was an old art form from the early days of our country. And it brought a new resurgence, and it has developed into an industry as well as a fantastic art form in this country. The Celebration of Quilts, which is our quilt show, is a biannual quilt show on the odd years. The Tulsa Guild uses the even years. And it is, while it is our fundraiser, it is also the opportunity for those who want to exhibit their quilts and to have them judged and critiqued. We encourage everyone from the newbies to the well-experienced to put things in the show because of the critique. So it's a great opportunity to learn about your own work. And then it is our fundraiser. It makes it possible for us to have the national speakers who come in and speak to us. And so but what we make on this quilt show lasts us for the next 2 years in our programming. One of the important things that the Guild does is serve the community. We make hundreds of quilts all year long for groups around the city, like Infants in Crisis and other groups. And each time we have a quilt show, we choose a charity in the community to raise money for. Last quilt show and this quilt show, we chose Passageway, the shelter for victims of domestic violence that's operated by the YWCA. So this raffle quilt, tickets are on sale, $1 each or 6 for $5, and all the proceeds, every penny that we raise by the sale of tickets, will go to Passageway. On top of that, one of our special exhibits at the show is Christmas stockings. The challenge was to make the best stocking you could come up with, and I just have a couple of examples here today. These will be on exhibit, and then at the next fall, we're going to fill them with goodies and present them to Passageway for their Christmas at the shelter. We have a website. It's www.centralokquilters.org. There's a lot of information on the website. Our meetings are monthly on the 4th Thursday. We meet at St. John's United Methodist Church at 1755 North Meridian in Oklahoma City. And everyone's welcome, and you have the opportunity to come and visit before you're required to become a member. So you can find out the schedule of speakers, because we have both local and national speakers who come and speak to us at our meetings and teach us new things. And you can, if you see something you're interested in, come to that meeting and visit and see what we're all about.